Let me guess. You're manually creating invoices every single week by opening Excel, copying the totals from your SQL, and formatting them into PDFs, then emailing one by one to your client. Here, I have an Excel with invoice data. As you can see there, I have invoice ID, client name, client email, service, amount, and invoice date. Okay? So with these details, what we're going to do, we are using SQL Server with a query result. And with that particular result, we will land up into Power BI where we will visualize it. And using Power Automate, we will try to send an email automatically. So now that's hours of time lost. Okay? So the consequences, if you just copy the data from SQL, convert it into PDF, again, share it to them. So now that's a complete loss every month. Okay, you are wasting the time, and if you forget one email, that's literally lost the revenue. You are losing the revenue. So now what we are going to do, whatever the missed invoice that we have, we are going to email it from the client. What are we going to learn today in this video? We are going to learn how to automatically send the email invoices from SQL Server by visualizing it with Power BI and sending emails to the client automatically using Power Automate. No code is required. Watch till the end. This tutorial is built for business users who manage recurring billing. And if you are a freelancer where you are handling client work in an e-commerce store, automating weekly invoices, or a marketing agency with monthly retainer, this system will save you. Or a marketing agency with monthly retainers, this system will save you hours every month. And if you are already using tools, then this automation will plug right in. We are using 3 powerful tools in this workflow. SQL Server, which we help to pull the invoice data from your database. Power BI, where we visualize it with the help of KPIs, real-time alerts, and Power Automate to trigger the email with the real-time KPIs. So, these are the enterprise-grade tools which are used by freelancers, agencies, even Fortune 500 business companies. So, let's have a setup overview. So here is what we're going to build. In the step 1, we're going to pull the invoice data from our SQL database. In step 2, we're going to Power BI and visualizing that data with the visuals. And step 3, we're going to use Power Automate to trigger the emails. So if it runs weekly, okay? It's hands-free. Once you set it up, it will continue. And it scales to 100 plus invoices without adding extra work. So let's work on it. As you can see there, I have this Excel data, right? So the same thing, what I'm trying to do, I'll come back to here to my SQL Server, where I have created a table called Invoice Data, where I have created the columns called Invoice ID, Client Name, Client Email, Service, Amount, and Invoice Date. Okay? As you can see that, if we can fetch the data, we can see the values that we have inserted here. And now, what we are going to do, we are going to get these into our Power BI. So, let's go into Power BI here. All right. So here, I have opened my Power BI, and now I will click on SQL. That's where we are going to connect our SQL with our Power BI. So in order to write our server, we have to go here. Just right-click, Properties, and here you can see the server name. I'm just copying it. I'll come back to Power BI, I'll paste it here. My database name is SalesOps. SalesOps, okay? All right. So now you can see that here I have this particular query where I can get the complete information, okay? Or you can go with this. So let's start from invoice data as well. I'm copying it. I'll open Power BI, I'll go to Advanced Options, and I'll click on Paste here. And now I'll click on OK. As soon as I click on OK, the data that we have that we are going to get it here, and that's where I'm going to load this one, okay? So our data, we will get it into Power BI. So now what we're going to do, with the help of this particular Power BI, we're going to create the visuals where the real-time KPIs. All right, so the data is loaded. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to formatting, I'm going to change the wallpaper with some nice background. Something like this, okay? Now, let me go and take the title box here, somewhere as Invoices Dashboard. I'm taking it as Invoices Dashboard. So I'm going to do a small type of formatting which can make me look the visual a bit better way. So I'll go with this one, or the size 28. I'll go with this color and all right. So we have it. This particular data here, Invoices dashboard. I'll go to size and style. I'll add the border and the rounded corners. Let it be 15 with the width as 3. Okay, so this is Invoices dashboard that I have it here. Okay, so as a title, now let me go and choose some KPI cards, so which I would like to format it in this way. I would like to show what is the total amount that I have it. Okay, the sum of amount. So I will go and add the title as total amount. Okay, total amount. Okay, so I'll format it to gold. I'll align it to the center and I'll make it to 21. That's perfect. Okay, so this is my total amount. And in the same way, I would like to take few more KPI cards so that I would like to show another information here. So in this total amount, I'll go with that and I will add the service, okay? So I'll go with the count of service, total services. I'll just go with the heading total services, something like this. And here how many number of clients we have. That I would like to see. So the client name, I'm going to take it, but I'm going with the count distinct. I'll go with the title as total clients. Okay, we have got 3 KPIs here, all right? So now I would like to take a small column chart, and in this column chart, I would like to format it in the same way how I have done with the KPI card. So here, what I'm trying to do in the x-axis, okay, let me take the client name and what is the total amount that they have done. I'll go here. I'll change the title to amount. Okay? Client name. I'll add the data labels. We can see it here. Let me make it a bit bolder so that it can be much more clear. Something like this. I'll go to the x-axis. I'll make it black, I'll make it bold, and I'll increase it to 12. The title also, I'm just doing a small formatting with the font size and style. I'll go with the y-axis. Y-axis values also, I'm going to make it black, where I'm making it bold. I'm increasing the size to 12. Okay, that's fine. We have got it here, right? Let me go and do the title as well. Okay, amount by client name. How much amount they'd have done. That is one visual, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take another line chart where I would like to show the trends here, so that's where I would like to format it in this way. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the invoice date, okay? Invoice date and the service, okay? Something like this. If you want to go with the quarter, if you want to go with the month, if you want to go with the day, it's your choice, however you would like to show with it, okay? So, or I can go with the table chart as well, where I can show the client name, okay? What is the invoice date that they have done, and how much? What are the services they have taken, and what is the amount, okay? This information also, I can go and show it in this way, so that it looks much more better. Let me go and add the title, Invoice Details. Something like this. Okay, you can even go and add the slicers also, so that it can be much more interactive and very efficient way. So I'll go here and I'll click on Service. Okay, we have got the service. Let me go and format it in the same way here. I'll off this all slicer header. I'll go with the title as Service, okay? So we have got the service. If I click on Consultation, Consultation. Monthly hosting, what is the total amount? SEO audit, then what is the total amount? Okay, so like this, we've got one interesting slicer here, all right? So my dear viewers, so here what I'm going to do, we've created a small, interesting invoices dashboard. So now what I'm going to do, I have to auto-generate the emails for this one. So to do that, what I'm going to do, first, I have to save it, okay? Then I have to publish it into Power BI service. So this is Invoice Dashboard. I'll click on Save. Once it is saved, I have to go and choose the workspace where I want to publish it. There, I have to publish it. I'll click on Publish. As soon as I click on Publish, it is asking me for the workspace. I'll choose a workspace and I'll click on Select. As soon as I'm done with it, I have to open up my Power BI service where I can find my particular report. All right, so it's success, right? Got it? Now, let's go back to Power BI service. So here, I have come to my Power BI service. So here, the invoice dashboard that we have created just now, I'll open it up. Now, what I'm going to do, I can go and create the alerts in two ways. One, I can go and pin this particular report, or whatever it is. I'll go here. I click on total amount. I click on pin. So I'll go to the dashboard. We can see that the total amount is here. I can go and go to manage alerts, and I'll click on alert rule. If my particular total amount is above or below this value, then I have to get an alert, okay? Then I have to send an email. That's what I have to get an email. Now, I'll click on Save and Close. Here also, we have an option called Power Automate, where we can click on it and we can create the workflow. This is one way. Or what we can do, I can come back to my particular report here. So in this report, as soon as I click on Edit, we have a visual called Power Automate. We have to select the Power Automate visual here, and it will detect which environment it is going to choose. Then we have to go and click on Edit. As soon as I go and click on Edit, it will ask for the workflow to create. So let's go and create it. So for this, first I have to go and click on Trigger a Power BI button. For that, I have to select it here. I have to click on Continue. Once I click on Continue, this is the place where we have to go and create the flow. I'll click on New Step. New step is I have to send an email, right? So you can go and click on Send an email. So that's where we'll go with the Outlook, okay? So to whom you have to send the email, that particular person's email ID, you have to enter it here. It is invoice data, some message like this. You can add the dynamic content. It's up to you. I'll go to the body. Then it is, total amount is 870, something like this. I can go and add the dynamic content as well. I can go and add something like this, and I'll click on Save. As soon as I click on Save, it will, the flow that I have created that gets saved, and I have to click on Save and Apply. As soon as I click on Save and Apply, that will be triggered successfully, as you can see that. Now I have to come back, and I have to click on Run to check whether it is really working or not. I'll click on Run, and I'll click on Run Flow. It is successful. Within few minutes, we will get an email with the message that we have given just now. So, this is the way that we have to go and use Power Automate in order to create the flow. So we can go and create a schedule flow, or we can go and create a trigger flow. This is the trigger flow that I have created. As you can see, that we have got the mail that this is 870, you know? That's what we have got it. Okay, now coming back, let's talk about if you are an agency, if you are a consultant, or if you are a freelancer, the system scales across the clients and makes your operations looks like a pro. So you can download the free invoice automation toolkit below in this particular video description. If the video helped you, say, to save your time and inspired your next automation, please hit the subscribe and like it, which helps more than you know. And if you go on to go deeper, my next videos will show you how to build a full client dashboard with payment tracking, overdue alerts, and even with the auto follower, right? So my dear viewers, today in this video, we have learned how to auto-generate the invoices using SQL, Power BI, and Power Automate. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.